Today's story is chapter 16 on resisting avarice. The mentality that fawns on the rich and looks down upon the poor is a great enemy. Write a note of thanks to someone who sends you a case of fruit, but take even greater care to write to someone who gives you a single persimmon. Let me read it again. On resisting avarice. The mentality that fawns on the rich and looks down upon the poor is a great enemy. Write a note of thanks to someone who sends you a case of fruit, but take even greater care to write to someone who gives you a single persimmon. The title of today's story on resisting avarice. I think the word avarice is a fancy word that means desire or greed. It's one of the 5 central desires of human being. We all have this, and it is said that it's limitless. So once it gets activated, we think we want more and more and more, and there's no end. So this is the function of our desire, that we fawns on the rich and looks down upon the poor. When we receive much money, or even in business, when the customer pays a lot, the owner of the shop take give favoritism to those customers who pay a lot, and they tend to neglect the customers who pay less, who buys cheap stuff and don't buy expensive stuff. It's the same. It comes from our desire. This is against the Buddhist teaching, because in Buddhism we should pay more attention to the karma of the mind. So we should not make snap judgment by their behavior. Sometimes even those people who give a gift of small amount of money, or who offer donation or contribution of a very small amount, maybe that's all they can offer. Maybe that's the money they wanted to buy food for that day, but they gave up of eating, and instead they offered that same amount of money as a gift or donation. Actually, there is such an episode from Buddha's time. So there is a Buddhist saying, better the pauper's single candle than the rich man's 10,000 candles. For a rich man, offering 10,000 candles is not so difficult. But for a pauper or beggar, offering just one candle, it requires a lot of effort or work. So we should we pay attention more to the mind than external experience. This is a Buddhist attitude. So for rich man, offering like a million candles, that's a great contribution. We should praise such a person, because he did a lot of, he made a big decision to offer that. Even for a wealthy person, that's not so easy. So yeah, when we pay attention to the mind, we will come to understand this. But it takes time to put it into action in our day-to-day lives. So that's why Buddha said it is very important to listen to the Dharma again and again. Then, little by little, we understand this and we can write a note to those people who just gave us one piece of fruit or one piece of chocolate, whatever. That's we should not neglect such small kindness. And this is going to be our starting point. Okay, that's all I think we can learn. I want to say about today's story. Good job, everyone. Have a good evening and see you next time.